We back. What's up with it, everybody? Yeah, we back with another one. These videos I'll be seeing just be kind of it'd be interesting to me, and I hope everybody liking it, as we do this, share your thoughts. Share your thoughts. Let me know how you feel about what people are saying about, just voting for like Trump in general. And it's kind of weird, that people can say things and others come and they still make this decision to vote for somebody that that is like that will target them. It's kind of weird, bro, because everybody was so against Kamala Harris, and I'm not saying she was like the best pick either. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying a lot of people just kind of knew what was coming, and people did, and then nobody want to listen. Nobody wanted to listen. Now it's happening, and now everybody is they want to feel regret. They feeling some type of way. So we just gonna jump into the video. Yeah, what's up with it? Awoken one. Yeah, yeah. I keep on forgetting today my birthday, bro. I woke up this morning. I said, I ain't drinking no more. I said, I think that's why I stopped drinking. You feel me? But I said, let me go on and get up, and go watch some videos and do this. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Just sitting here chopping it up as usual. That's what I usually do on my birthday anyway nowadays. I just come here, do it live, and and have conversations with everybody that's here. So it's a blessing to even see 51 years old. To tell the truth, it's a blessing. I ain't even mad at myself. I said, dang, I didn't think I would make it this far, but I did, and I'm here, and I'm going, oh snap, you feel me? Like this is dope. So thank everybody out there for the birthday wishes and everything. And yeah, we about to get into this video though, and like just let me know how y'all feel in the comments once you watch the video. Make sure you like. If you ain't subbed up, sub up to the channel, and let's go on and get started.
I am a registered Republican. My dad was the president
I
of
am a registered
American
Republican.
Pipeliners Association, so I came by it rather naturally. Voted for the president, supported him, but I really want to apologize. I mean, I'm looking at this awful picture of the Obamas. What an embarrassment to our country. All this man does is tell lies. He is not worthy of the presidency. He takes bribes blatantly, and now he's being a racist blatantly. They were supposed to deport the dangerous criminals. They were not supposed to go after small children, storm schools, bring terror upon, the little kids and the women and children, not just the immigrants in the school. All
Yeah,
the
my
children are scared.
bad. My bad.
This
I
is
forgot I
not
muted my
a
mic.
decent
But I was just
man.
saying,
This
like
is not a
that picture. What he did right there, bro. That was fuck. That lets you know what it is and how it is and what he's pushing. That picture right there alone lets you know. And it's like if people don't understand it now, bro, y'all lost. Like we lost.
honest man. He openly takes bribes. He's pathetic as a president, and I just want to apologize to everybody in the country for supporting this rotten man.
John, did you vote for him in all three elections?
I did. I was sucked into the stupidity of creating jobs And there are no more jobs in New Mexico. Things are worse than they were before. You cannot find a primary care physician. Our governor just passed some laws to try to help. If you are a young physician, we want you in New Mexico. Come here. There's a great need for you. I am a registered Republican.
So how are we, the people that voted for Donald Trump, supposed to continue to support him when his name has been mentioned 5,000 times in these files that have been dropped?
We're going to play this video in full. But first, we have to fact check her in real time. Check this out. It wasn't 5,000 times that his name was mentioned. 35. It was 38,000 times across the files, including mentions of Trump, Melania Trump, Mar-a-Lago, and related terms. It's mind-blowing. Did you really have to see the files to know? All the pictures with him and Jeff. All the pictures with him, Jeff, Ghislaine Maxwell, Melania. All those pictures with them together. The videos with them together. That wasn't enough. I guess I'm going to have to do it. I told you so. We told you so. Before I show my audience your video, I want you to know something. You were used. Not only by him, by MAGA. You were used. Let me show you how I know. This is how I know. They never cared about the children. This is what they cared about. And I'm going to read this to you. From Patriot Girl. I don't know about you, but I voted for retribution and revenge. I voted for Trump to crush the left so badly that they are afraid to show their faces in the light of day. I voted for swift, vicious justice and no mercy. It's a good thing that I'm not God, because hell would be a lot more crowded right now.
Wow.
It was never about the children. No.
That's crazy.
Not about the children. We knew that. We knew that. It was always about revenge. Swift, vicious revenge.
That's crazy.
They don't care what they do as long as they own the libs. It's a sickness. And you were used by them. Your intentions were pure. Your intentions was to save the children. All the stuff they put in your head about the Dems and what they did to the children, or what they said they did, was bullshit. It's always been on the other side, on the side that you voted for. Now, knowing this, let's watch your video.
So how are we, the people that voted for Donald Trump, supposed to continue to support him when his name has been mentioned 5,000 times in these files that have been dropped? Honestly, I'm a little bit shocked at how people from my party, I'm a conservative, I have conservative values, voted for Trump, etc. How are we making excuses for Trump? I'm truly baffled because he wasn't convicted. I mean, how do you get your name mentioned that many times? I think it's time that we hold these people accountable that are doing these disgusting things to children.
I don't know if I'm listening to her or I'm listening to the kids, but I'm saying, like in the Bible it said, when they said, who y'all want us to release, Jesus or Barabbas? Everybody said Barabbas, Barabbas. It's like, that's just the way it seems to me.
Regardless of who you voted for, what you support, we can call something bad that is bad and still be conservative, you know? Just because we criticize a particular person or people, that does not mean that we're like some leftist liberal. You know, they're calling the Epstein files a Democratic hoax. How is this a hoax?
Now, I know my smart followers and smart subscribers, their ears squealed when you said irregardless. It's just regardless. You could fix it. You could fix it by voting blue in November in the midterms. You could fix your vote. You could save the children by just voting blue in November. I used to be conservative just like you two. I used to be fed the bullshit just like you. Until one day I said, they're lying to us. And then I changed. I went from conservative Republican to independent. And now I am a registered Democrat. All the bullshit that you've heard about the left is a lie. The Republican Party used reverse psychology on you. They used it on you to vote for them. So everything that you actually hate right now is actually the right. Stop being a momo. Open your ears, open your eyes, and do the right thing. Vote blue in November. Tell me what you guys think about this in the comments.
Exactly.
And if you haven't thrown...
I'm in 2 weeks. I'm done. You want to talk about regretting your vote?
I never thought I'd say that, but I regret my vote. I voted for Trump.
I voted for Trump, and I regret it now.
As a Hispanic, I voted for Donald J. Trump. Dude, I regret it so much, man.
I am regretting my vote for Donald Trump.
I voted for Donald Trump, and now I regret it.
A lot of people who were like me voted for Trump and have to account for that.
I regret voting for Trump.
So deeply regret my vote for Donald Trump.
I regret voting for Trump.
I was a dumbass, voted for Trump. It was the worst decision I ever made.
I've seen the light, and I got out of MAGA.
People are having their power bill. They can't pay the power bill. They're having the power shut off. They can't pay for it. How bad is this going to get? I often wonder. Like, he is so out of touch.
Hold on. What did you just say about Trump?
I said, Trump's a fucking liar. Inflation's going up. Gas prices hasn't really come down that much. Eggs. Oh, that's the funny one. The eggs. I'm mad. And I'm a MAGA man. Okay? I don't see anything he's done.
So is it safe to say that the illusion has faded?
I think it has, yes. You know,
exactly.
I was for him.
Yeah, I want to jump on the bandwagon of saying that I regret my vote for Trump. My whole family does. My husband and I own a farm in Ohio that was funded through the Inflation Reduction Act, which Biden signed into law. And now the executive orders from Trump are rolling back all of that funding for us. So
of my money. Don't you give $20 billion of our money to the leader of Argentina so that he can just give it over to Netanyahu. Now, listen to you. You need to start doing the will of the people, not what you think. You are becoming a dictator, and I'm telling you that right now. You are not doing...
I will not be supporting him anymore. He's part of the deep state. He's committing genocide as we speak in Israel. And we all need to start waking up.
I hear you saying this is the greatest deal for peace in the Middle East. Everybody agrees with us. Everybody's on board. It's going to be a great thing. Did that walkout not happen at the UN General Assembly? I mean, I know I have my mixed emotions about the UN. We all do, right? But did that not happen? Did all those nations change their mind? Or do they not matter? Those are my questions. Am I allowed to ask these? Because apparently not. I voted for Trump. Very fucking.
I don't trust the government, and I don't know who to believe, and I don't know what to think anymore. I don't want to think that it's not true. I'm not happy that it's true, but I don't want to think that it's some kind of a fucking setup. It's some kind of a smoke and mirror show. I don't want to think that it's some kind of a distraction
to
distract us from what's really going on, like
I don't know what to believe these days. What is real and what's not.
But I don't know what to think anymore. It's so scary when you can't even trust your own fucking government.
I won't forget about it. Don't gaslight me anymore.
I
swear, I cannot believe I fell for all that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took so long, but at least at least I see it now. A lot of people in my
Like, I was all for fucking Trump, dude. I was all for Trump. And then hearing this whole fucking thing of like, so yes,
This video is to show you several more videos of people that are leaving MAGA on the right and that are questioning the government, so that you can see some of these things for yourself, especially if they're not coming through on your algorithm. And one of the things I want you to look at is that while a lot of people on here say, like, no, the Charlie Kirk thing made so many more people join or made them stronger. And I don't think that's true. I just think that people that already believe, were voicing that again. Like, you're like, I can't believe that they said that, but they already believed it. So that's what you're seeing. Plus, you're getting a lot of airtime with Erica, the grieving widow, with fireworks. So, they're just trying to hype that up and all that stuff. But what it did was, because Candace Owens especially, but Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson stuff, digging into the Israel stuff, it has had them realize that our government is essentially owned by Israel. They did not know this before. Because it's a religious cult as well. So you just back Israel no matter what. That's what it says in the Old Testament. And so it's like you just tune out anything else. But people are literally asking friends and family on that side, like if they know there's a genocide, they're like, what? They don't know because they don't need to know, right? They live in this bubble, this isolated bubble. And some of these people found out that they lived in a bubble and started going, okay, we have to change our algorithms because we're only getting propaganda from our side and we're not seeing the big picture here. So anyway, I just want you to, notice there's a lot of the Israel thing that's waking them up. So I'm going to go ahead. There's several of them. So I'm just going to be quiet and let them play.
I voted for Trump 3 times, and I never thought I'd be telling my own side to diversify your fucking algorithms. I never thought this would happen, but do you not know the death toll in Gaza right now? Is this just something we're going to ignore? Do you think it's just a few thousand still? Really? No. And just do a little thought experiment. So many IDF soldiers on the ground in that region during the October 7th event. And not to mention, reinforcements could have been there within an hour.
Wouldn't that raise that?
For 6 hours, Israel live streamed the slaughter.
The chaos. Here
Think
we
about
are.
that.
It's that we call fifth generation warfare.
I don't know what to think anymore. I literally trust nobody.
Exactly.
I don't trust anybody, man. I definitely don't trust the government. And I don't know who to believe. And I don't know what to think anymore. I don't want to think that it's not true. I'm not happy that it's true, but I don't want to think that it's some kind of a fucking setup. It's some kind of a smoke and mirror show. I don't want to think that it's some kind of distraction to distract us from what's really
That was the old podcast that I was doing. Had smoke and mirrors. People do not understand. That's what it is. But okay, you just now figuring it out. Damn.
But I don't know what to think anymore. It's so scary when you can't even trust your own fucking government. And it just seems like this whole thing is nothing but deception, corruption, lies, division. This country has never been more fucking divided than in the last 2 weeks. Look at the fucking mess. Look at the fighting and the arguing and the backstabbing and the lying and the turning in and the accusing this person of that and that person.
We've been saying it forever, bro.
The left hates the right and the right hates the left. This is fucking insane.
Hey y'all, former MAGA here, and I just want to send out a message to all those still trapped inside. It's okay to leave. It's okay to admit you were wrong. The only reason you're still inside is because you just want him to be right. You supported him and you voted for him and you wanted him to be right. And the thing is that he lied to us all nonstop to get our votes. He's not following through with any of his campaign promises. He didn't say anything about Elon dismantling the whole government. He never said that. He said he was going to bring prices down. He said he was going to give us great insurance, clean drinking water. He's not doing any of that. All he's doing is stealing as much money as him and his billionaire friends possibly can from the United States and all of us. That's all he cares about is money for himself. He doesn't care about us. He doesn't care about anyone in this country. He wants to take away your health insurance, your kids' health insurance, your kids' education. He wants to take away the safety of the United States. He appointed a bunch of morons to all his cabinet positions. Nobody who's going to help a single one of us. Just let go. No one's going to blame you. We're happy if you leave. You'll be happier if you leave too.
Yes, me too. MAGA from day one. Y'all, MAGA is a spell. First and foremost, it's this patriotic Christian talking points, very spell-like. And it's captivating. Like it's I gotta say, it's fun. It was fun. I had the gold Trump high tops. I mean, I went to the Kid Rock big American weekend bash with all kinds of other artists, and it was Tucker Carlson came out. It was very fun and patriotic to be in the MAGA movement, I gotta say. So it's to have that veil lifted. It's been I don't have the words for it, but voted for him for 3 times. Yeah, the Charlie Kirk thing really opened my eyes too, in the list that never got off Pam Bondi's desk that we're told to forget about. I won't forget about it. Don't gaslight me anymore, fat orange man. I swear, I cannot believe I fell for all that, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it took so long, but at least at least I see it now. A lot of people in my comments are mad that it took so long. Well, I'm sorry. Like, it's just when it's an echo chamber of information that we get our news from, Fox News, people that you learn to love and trust. And whenever they lied about the shooter, I realized they're lying and have been lying to me for over a decade now since I've been.
Mr. Trump, see this? I was your supporter. I used to love you. I used to vote for you. I used to believe in you. But don't you dare give any of my money. Don't you give $20 billion of our money to the leader of Argentina so that he can just give it over to Netanyahu. Now, listen to you. You need to start doing the will of the people, not what you think. You are becoming a dictator, and I'm telling you that right now. You are not doing what you said you were going to do. You say you are, but you're not, and you're dragging feet. You're dragging your feet. And how about your son-in-law in bed with Netanyahu? Your son-in-law, Jared Kushner. No wonder. God damn it. You are not taking care of that swamp in Israel.
I'm getting so much hate from my own side just for asking.
More and more Republicans are waking up and seeing the truth behind Donald Trump. And if you haven't seen this video, I want you to see it. But we don't have time for I told you so's. Do your part now. Spread it to who needs to hear it so they can wake up too. That's all.
I am a registered Republican. My dad was the president of American Pipeliners Association, so I came by it rather naturally. Voted for the president, supported him, but I really want to apologize. I mean, I'm looking at this awful picture of the Obamas. What an embarrassment to our country. All this man does is tell lies. He is not worthy of the presidency. He takes bribes
crazy right there.
Blatantly, and now he's being a racist. Blatantly, they were supposed to deport the dangerous criminals. They were not supposed to.
Fake. It's like every act now. I don't believe shit no more.
Bring terror upon, the little kids and the women and children, not just the immigrants in the school. All the children are scared. This is not a decent man. This is not an honest man. He openly takes bribes. He's pathetic as a president, and I just want to apologize to everybody in the country for supporting this rotten man.
John, did you vote for him in all 3 elections?
I did. I was sucked into the stupidity of creating jobs, and there are no more jobs in New Mexico. Things are worse than they were before. You cannot find a primary care physician. Our governor just passed.
I did vote for him.
Voted for President Trump.
Yes, sir.
Why did you vote for him?
Because I was an idiot. 80% of the evangelical Christian people were lied to, if you really want to know the truth, and that's exactly what happened. They said criminal, and I believe criminals need to be off the street.
I just want to make sure people watching this understand who you are.
My wife and I, when we don't work, we're ministers. We help the needy. That's what we do.
For President Trump.
Yes, sir.
I voted for Trump in 2020, and I deeply regret it. But here's the thing. If you also voted for Trump and you also regret voting for Trump, not every online space is the right place to share that regret, especially right now. The reason I'm addressing this is because last week I posted a TikTok wearing a MAGA hat, the bright red original 2016 MAGA hat. I found it at Goodwill and I bought it because I think it's a historical relic. But one of my friends messaged me and said, hey, that's really not appropriate for right now, and I really recommend that you take it down. And their DM was like really kind and really gracious. And several people also said the same thing in the comment section. And initially I agreed with them, but I couldn't quite articulate why. Because why wouldn't you want to tell as many people online as possible that you regret voting for Trump and that Trump is clearly very dangerous? But it really made sense for me after I attended the memorial service for a young man who had passed away at my church. And basically, I had seen this young man around church. I had never personally met him. I knew who his family was. And tragically, he passed away from a long illness. And so I went to the memorial service because we've been experiencing really cold weather here in Central Texas. And I just wanted to show up. I wanted to be a face of support. So I sat in the crowd. I knew many people who were very close to him. They were all grieving, obviously. And the service was about an hour and 90 minutes. And after the service, everyone was invited to a reception that was also on location. And as everyone was milling to go toward the reception, I felt this discomfort in my physical body, kind of like, I really don't want to attend this reception, and I kind of paced the halls a little bit. I was trying to see if there's anyone I could talk to. And ultimately, I went out to my car because what I realized is that the reception doesn't feel like it's for me, right? And I'm a sympathetic crier, and I knew that if I went to the reception, people who were feeling the most, people who needed to grieve the most, were not me. I was not one of those people. The grief and sadness that I was feeling as someone who really didn't know this young man were very, very secondary and very tertiary. And what I needed to do was go home and talk to my husband about how heartbreaking it was that such a young man, a teenager, someone full of life, someone who was surrounded by community, passed away tragically, and that it really was untimely. Later on, I went, oh my God, that is exactly how I feel with this regret around my vote for Trump. I voted for him in 2020, not 2024, but I still feel regret for it. And there are so many spaces online where I can share that regret, but most of my community on TikTok is really struggling with the violence that they are watching unfold with ICE in Minneapolis, across the country. I live in Central Texas, where ICE is starting to ramp up here a little more. And the people that need to hear about my Trump regret are not in this space. And so for me to share, oh my God, I'm so full of regret that I voted for Trump, like it's making me feel things. We need to prioritize the grief, anger, and sadness of those who are so far past that point, and especially prioritize the experience of violence that people are having in their real life because of the Trump administration. Hopefully that made sense. But if you are watching this as a former fundie, ex-evangelical, someone who...
I just want to say I'm sorry I voted for him, and I thought he was going to help folks like me. Now, they didn't cut off my food stamps, my Medicaid, everything. I don't know how I'm going to eat or pay for my medicine. I made a mistake. I just want to say I'm sorry I voted for him, and I thought he was going to...
Well, I think that my goal here is to make you, or at least help you, regret your vote. And you said that's like the only thing that's making you doubt your support. I think that there's many other things that should make you doubt your support. Like I just took a look at your profile to ensure that, you are the age you say you are. And I see that you have 3 young children. If Kamala Harris were president right now, you'd be getting thousands of dollars back per year. She wanted to double the child tax credit to $6,000 for the first year of a child's life, $3,600 from the age of 2 to 5, and $3,000 from the age of 6 to 17. So you'd be significantly better off financially speaking. Plus, Trump's big beautiful bill and tariffs have really done a number on our economy.
I know, right?
Last year at 25, we had the most manufacturing bankruptcies since 2007 and the worst job reports ignoring recession since 2003. So fiscally, you definitely be better off. And then other reasons why you shouldn't support Trump range from him being, held liable for raping a woman, boasting about sexual exploitation, to attacking women's rights in the sense of access to abortion. And of course, what you brought up with now defending the broad daylight murder /
and anybody who wants to criticize us for a platform, 100%, that is fair.
Trying to get me
100%.
canceled.
But that doesn't mean you just stay quiet. Like if you see something that you look at and you're like, I don't think this is America that I want to live in. And which is the sentiment of everybody right now. There are a few like ideologues in the internet that are trying to defend this. I'm sure you guys have seen.
Yeah.
But I think the majority of Americans are looking at this and they're going, this is not a country that we believe that we are. And we can't continue.
I'm just going to give you pushback. I don't think the criticism that we're getting for having Trump on is fair, because one, we've had people from both sides of the aisle on, and it's like, we've never been a podcast that's like, hey, you should listen and do what we say or tell you to do.
Right.
We're just curious guys who wanted to have a conversation with the guy running for office, running for presidency. We wanted to have Kamala on as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, that criticism, I don't think it's fair. They're just, because we had him on and now they're like, oh, everything bad he's doing, we're attributing that to you just because you had him on. And I don't think that's fair at all. Because that's not what you wanted. If he came in here and said like, oh, hey, we're going to forcefully remove all of these illegal immigrants the way that they're doing it, we wouldn't be for that. And it would have been a lot of pushback.
I mean,
You
we
even said that.
specifically pushed back. I specifically told them, I was like, dude, you hired illegals.
Yeah.
Like I was
So
taken
that's-
care of by illegals. Like, let's have a pathway decisions, but let's have some empathy. And he's like, we're going after the criminals. And maybe I naively believed that he would do that. But it's very clear, like just by the numbers, that that's not what's happening.
naively
And they're
believed.
using this bullshit of like, we want to make sure you guys are safe and secure. How is this more safe? Tell me how this is more secure.
I don't feel any safer. Walking in any downtown of any city I perform in, it doesn't feel any safer.
Yeah. And anybody...
If you could say anything to President Trump now, what would you say?
I expected better from you. I really did. I expected that you would do what was right and cut waste and fraud and all of those things that you promised us before we elected you in office, but you're not doing that. You're creating a disaster, and I don't know what America is going to look like if this continues.
Did you ever think that your job would be impacted in a Trump administration?
No, absolutely not.
Jennifer Piggott was abruptly fired from her job at the Treasury Department's Bureau of Fiscal Service here in Parkersburg, West Virginia, along with 124 other probationary employees. She voted for Donald Trump and thought her government job would be safe.
But to cut the knees out of the working class
can't tell
Americans,
me some of this shit
it
just
doesn't make
sound
sense
like
to me.
some
You know,
acting.
it's what's the checking account look like, babe? We went through our list of items on our budget and said, what can we get rid of? And we've gotten rid of all of those things, including cable. I had my last review on the 31st.
Sound like they acted.
So I admit, I regret my vote for Donald Trump. I regret it because I needed these changes sooner. I needed the prices to go down sooner so that I didn't drain out my bank accounts and go into crippling credit card debt, so that when I had an emergency, I had money set aside. So when my son's glasses break, I could actually get him new ones. I can't do any of that right now. My car broke down, and so I'm in a friend's car just to work, to continue living paycheck to paycheck.
It's like, welcome to the club, man.
I knew it was going to be hard, and that it wasn't going to come fast. I just wish that things would work out better. I really regret that everything is taking so long because there's so much pushback because I don't even know the reasons anymore. I don't
Flux for the birthday
I
wishes.
don't understand why good things have to be trampled on why good people have to be trampled on. I don't want a lot. I just want to be comfortable. I just want to not live paycheck to paycheck. I just want.
I don't know. I think they'll start selling drugs. Hey, it's wild, right? Because like a lot of this, I'll be always wanting to kind of take seriously, but I mean, like, you know, when we were struggling, we did so many different things that we had to do to get out there. You feel me? That it probably wasn't a good idea that we did, but we like did what we had to do to make this shit work. We wasn't crying, bro. We wasn't crying. We've been going through this shit since I was yay big. This is nothing new to us. A lot like me. I'm gonna just say me. And anybody that's like me, you know what I'm talking about. This shit is nothing new to us. We've been going through this shit for a long time, and we ain't cried about it. You feel me? I was watching a video with Tommy Davidson. You feel me? Who was adopted by a white mother. He said, me and my sister. His sister was white. He was black. Me and my sister, we used to go to school. We was late one time. He said, they pulled me to the side. They called my mom down. You feel me? They let my sister go to class. He said his white mom came down. He said the principal was black. She got on him. Hey, what the hell? Like, my daughter is white. How come y'all, she's able to go to class when they late, but y'all, try to punish him? You feel me? He said this. She took me outside. She took me to the park. She set me on the bench, and she said, your white sister can be late. You can't. You feel me? You gonna get punished if you're late. And he said, damn, he said, it messed me up. He said, it messed me up. But he said, I never was late again. But he was like, that fucked me up. You feel me? Which is crazy. Like, if you get what I'm saying. It's like trippy as shit. What's up with it? Celestial vibration. Let's see. You're mad at California governor out of Arizona. Oh. Peace out. Hey.
You told me that you voted for President Trump in 2024. Do you regret that decision? ¿Te arrepientes esa decisión?
Yes, 100%.
Why do you regret that decision?
That's because it's nothing that's true. It's not true. He say he go to catch the delincuentes. Criminals, yeah. And right now, he don't follow to criminals. He go to specific to Latino people. The DHS come specific to me and catch to me. Not other people.
What's
Because
up with it,
don't care to other people.
I know it's you.
Specific Latino people. You told me that you voted for President Trump in 2024. Do you regret?
Hey, yeah. I understand Celestial. It's crazy because I've been like this channel. I've been talking about psychedelics for like over 7 years. I'm just saying, there's a lot more going on. So much going on, bro. You feel me? That it just don't make sense. And like what I'm doing is, is building my channel. I'm trying to get more appealing for everybody. You feel me? If I just feed into like the small percentage of people, I'm never gonna go nowhere. Which is like, you feel me? I'm trying to tap into everything right now. Because it's weird because I talk about psychedelics, but in the midst as we're talking about psychedelics, we talk about all this stuff also. I just never named the videos this stuff. So it's like, it's kind of cool just to do something else, bro. You feel me? Wake your game up. You feel me?
I voted for Trump and wish I voted for Kamala.
Charlie Kirk.
Reason being is that Kamala said that Trump would surrender Ukraine. And at the time, I thought she was stupid. I thought she was playing it up. And now I realize that she's correct. I believe we need to be supporting Ukraine.
Are you thankful Trump has secured our own border?
I don't think immigration is that big of an issue.
Wow. So 14 million people coming in your country in 4 years is not that big of an issue?
I've known Mexican friends who have even been illegal, and they have been really good friends. They've been...
Yeah, we're not even talking about Mexican. I mean, just to be clear, less than 5% of the people came across the border from Mexico.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, from Nicaragua, Guatemala, Venezuela, over 120 countries represented.
Sure.
So just before we talk about Ukraine, when you voted, you vote more for, like, foreign interests than American interests.
No, I vote for the economy, like trade, global trade. I think global trade should be secured.
Okay, so what does success look like in Ukraine?
Well, we need to be supporting them more.
What is more?
We shouldn't
How much
advance.
how much money have we spent there?
I don't know, hundreds of billions.
Yeah,
maybe?
250 billion. Is that too much enough, or do we need to do more?
We need more. Sorry.
Oh, we need more. Okay.
Yeah.
While our own country's collapsing and disintegrating, we're $36 trillion in debt.
I voted for Trump, and wish I voted for Kamala.
I never watched anything Charlie Kirk ever
What's going on,
talked
Mayhem? Did you
about.
vote for Trump?
I did.
Awesome. Why did you do that?
So I'm 39, North Carolina. I served in the military for 21 years so far. And I was over in Syria for the first...
So they say, see, of the two opinions, Trump was better. Not much like him as a person, but literally it's keeping from being dominated by China. Yeah, Trump is a real... yeah, I mean, he's funny to me, but, you know, I don't know, bro. I feel like they both was Bush. They always, like, people think if they voted for Kamala Harris that things was going to be different. No, bro. Everything was still going to go the same way as it's going right now. She was going to do the same exact thing he doing because they're not in control. Everybody can believe that, but to me, I feel like they're not. There's other people that are ruling or that are in control of things to where it don't matter who we vote for, it's still going to go the way that the ones in control want it to go. So it's not.
You guys remember this lady? Well, I'm trying not to laugh. This is her now.
It's been happening frequently at the 333 Miami Avenue Federal Court building. Janet Correa's husband was detained this week. According to her immigration lawyer, he has already been placed on expedite removal.
They voted for Donald Trump. Donald Trump deport. You heard that right, guys. Janet Correa, the famous Trump singing lady, has had her husband detained by ICE. And not only that, but he got put on expedited removal. They want him out of the U.S. They don't want him. But of course, we've been telling them this all along. They don't want you, bro.
No, that's true. That's true, Lexi. You feel me? Like which, you know, like 100%, like you know, talking about psychedelics, but it's like when I'm in the world, that's not something that I can talk about with everybody on an everyday basis, you know. So the times that we do have them talks here, it'd be like the dopest thing. I ain't gonna hold you because it's mind bending, mind opening, and everything. Which I ain't never gonna stop. I was gonna dive in last night, but then I said, dang, last night I was gonna dive in, and I said, nah. I said, cause today my birthday. I said I'm trying to chill with my family and stuff. I'm like I'm gonna chill out, bro. You feel me? And until that right time come, but you know, I ain't never gonna stop talking about that. You know, that's just what I do. But at the same time, it's like you gotta be kind of everywhere in this thing. You got to kind of be all over the place. That's why you see I changed the whole description of the channel and everything. I had to switch it up. Not for, you know, for myself. But Black Skin, this Riverside right here that I've been using, this shit is dope, bro. This Riverside is dope. And see, I like how you can make a conversation that has nothing to do about psychedelics still seems psychedelic in a good way. Yeah, you know, and it's been like a lot of people coming in. I like the fact that, oh, thanks, Kristen. I like the fact that, you know, like the things that I'm tapping into, like, you know, making these videos right here. It's cool to get other people's opinions because, you know, once you start diving in, you know, you get this whole interpretation. Like, you know, I had people calling me going, hey man, why you making videos of that? None of that matters. No, obviously it matters to people. It probably don't matter to you. You feel me? Because when we talk about what we talk about, it matters to us, but, you know, obviously it don't matter to a lot of people. But this matters to a lot of people. So how couldn't it matter to me also? You feel me? And that's why I think I'm doing this, because it matters to everybody. Like, all of it matters. It's all connected in one way or another. And you feel me? It's just, man, it's a wicked understanding. I hate to say it. You feel me? And this is about me. It's not about you. So stop with the bullshit. And I was just like, but Black Skin, yeah, good looking out, Piano Key. But Black Skin, yeah, man, happy Born Day, yeah, thank y'all, bro. We gonna get back to the video. You feel me? Because I'm just chilling today.
Also,
then I'm gonna stop this one, and then I'm gonna start another one though, because there's some other stuff that I was getting into.
To go ice on Latinos for Trump and the family members of Latinos for Trump. It looks like it's happening, and I couldn't be happier. You reap what you sow, and I stand by what I say. But anyways, play silly games, get silly prizes. Let me know what you guys.
What the hell you mean I'm a bad person for voting for Donald Trump? Are you crazy? I had faith in him that he was gonna do better for the country, but right now I just don't know. Cutting the big beautiful bill, was that a bad thing? I don't know. Is there something revolutionary going on? I don't know. Is being a Trump supporter the smartest play? I really don't know. I used to be so big on being a supporter for Donald Trump. Now I just don't give a shit, to be honest with you. 2025 is getting scary. We don't know what is coming next. What the hell you mean I'm a bad person for voting for Donald Trump?
I regret voting for Donald Trump. No, I'm just messing with you. I don't actually regret my vote. I do still think that he was a better option than Kamala Harris. But with that being said, I do just want to say that I do believe that he was going to be voted into office regardless of whether I voted for him or not. The more that I see things unfold, and yes, I was gone for 3 months, but I was still, paying attention to the world and following things that were happening. I do genuinely believe that he was going to be enacted into office in order for certain biblical prophecies to be fulfilled. No, I do not believe that he is the end.
It's wild, because once you start to pay attention, you see that. You see that, like, because everybody always go, man, this shouldn't have happened, that shouldn't have happened. And you start to see, no, everything is happening accordingly as it's supposed to. You feel me? Period, point blank. Because if it wasn't, then it wouldn't be happening right now, and it's happening. But I'm going to cut this video short, and then in a minute, I'm going to start up another one, because I was seeing, I've been seeing people getting their passports. You feel me? People been they've been trying to erase people off the planet. You feel me? Like some people with the Spanish last name, bro, or some people, like I was seeing some people that were supporting that one community. Yeah, bro, they been erasing them. Like, police been pulling people over, looking up their shit, bro, can't even find them in the records. They been erasing people, like erasing them, like trying to erase them off the planet of the earth. You feel me? Like, period, point blank. Like this lady said, her kids, because they got the Gonzalez last name, and they came to San Diego, and they were supposed to go back to Colorado, and then when he went to get on the flight, they looked him up, can't find nothing on him. Disappeared. She said so that she was going on the trip, and she's like, well, I was wondering about my daughter, and her daughter, yeah, same thing, bro. 2 days later, it's like, man, they looking their names up, bro. They erasing you out of police records, out of all the records, period. Like, you don't even exist no more. You know how they do history, they will erase history, and they will burn that shit to where you won't know shit about it. That's how they do it. They've been doing it that way. But on that note, bro, I peace out. I'm supposed to go do a couple of things, and then I'll be back to start another video. And we're going to keep this thing going, because I'm like, it is my birthday, but I ain't doing shit. I'm just chilling at the house, bro. Chilling at the house. And I thank everybody for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, and